Hello, my fellow chatterers and book lovers. And anyone else who's popped in because you're curious about what this is or you have got a bit lost. Welcome, everyone. I am Chatty, and this is my channel, Chatty the Mad Chatter, where I'm going to be chatting away madly about series I want to start. I have been so excited to make this video, and I have just checked my notes, and my notes on my I have them on my phone. And it said series I want to start in 2023. It's 2024 and I have still yet to make this video. So this has been going for a really long time, and I'm so pleased to finally be here making this video. I think I've basically just gone, screw however many series I'm currently working on. I really want to read these series, so we're just gonna do it. And this video comes with a twist because I'm not going to choose the series. You are going to choose the series for me, which makes me very excited. And I have got 3 categories. So let's do the gimmick, because this is going to be one shot, no editing. And I'm just going to keep talking, maybe pause, hopefully not, and just tell you all about these amazing series I want to start so you can get voting so I can start reading. So cheers, everyone. Clink, 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 clink. So I have got 3 duologies for you to choose from. So these are sort of around 900 pages in total, like definitely under 1,000 pages for the total of the series. So that's manageable as a series. So one of those, and then I have got 3 trilogies, and these trilogies average around like 1,500 pages as a whole trilogy. So again, that seems quite reasonable. And then we're going to throw in a biggie. So these are all 1,600, like over 1,600 pages as a whole. So I've got 3 chunkier trilogies. No, I haven't. I've got 2 chunkier trilogies and 1 5-book series for you to choose from. So we're going to start small and work our way up. So if you can please, in the comments, tell me which duology, which medium trilogy, and which big series you would like me to read. That would be so helpful. And then I will read this year the winning one of each one. So here we go for the duologies. So the first one I have is the Worldseed Duology by Octavia E. Butler. So this is the Parable of the Sower, and the second book is the Parable of the Talents. So I have the first book here. I've had this book for such a long time. I'm really, really keen to read this. I have yet to read an Octavia E. Butler. I'm hoping that I really get on with it. I feel it's going to be quite heavy, but I feel ready for that. I'm feeling ready. I don't know how we're going to get on, but I really hope I enjoy. If I don't enjoy, then I will read Kindred and see how I feel after that one. If I do enjoy, then I'm hoping to read her entire backlist and finish with Kindred, because I know that is one that everyone raves about, and I feel I'm really, really, really going to love it. But I'm really hopeful that I'm also going to love the Parable of the Sower as well. So fingers crossed, this is your first option. I'm not going to do a synopsis of these series. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on them. Or how they kind of came into my sphere of knowledge, because I like to go into my books knowing as little as possible. So I don't want to be looking at the synopsis for all of these books. I will put their descriptions in the description box. There will be the book links to Storygraph, so you can go and have a look for yourself should you want to. So bear in mind, this is the first book for the duologies, Parable of the Sower. The second duology I want to read is The Celestial Kingdom. The first book being Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Lynn. I'm very excited for this book. I was part of the hype when everyone was getting excited, and then I did not know it was going to be in my second ever fairy loot box, which was a wonderful moment. And I have yet to pick it up because I've been holding off. Waiting for that perfect moment. So again, this is a duology I've had for a while. Well, first book I've had for a while, that I'm definitely interested in reading. I think it'll have a very different vibe to what I feel is going to be more of a gritty, harder sci-fi fantasy from Octavia Butler. I feel this is going to be a lot more kind of ethereal, Chinese folklore, sort of more beautiful language. I believe it's got a love story in here. So I'm very keen to read this one, but it'll be a very, very different vibe. Both vibes I'm excited by. I really hope I enjoy this one. We will see. And for your final consideration, I have another book that I had on my TBR for a really long time in terms of my wish list. And I finally got it from World of Books, and that is Wings of Ebony by Elle. So I cannot recall where I first heard of this. It was in my very early booktube days. I heard someone on Worldhoppers, and I can't remember. I just remember writing down Wings of Ebony. I think it was possibly in one of those videos where they talk about like favorite reads or like under unknown fantasy books, or underhyped. That's the word, underhyped fantasy books. But the way they were talking about this, I was like, I want those emotions. I want those feelings. I want to read this. So this is more like urban fantasy. I believe there are gods and deities. There is sort of like family protection and suppression. And I think it looks at like marginalized voices being suppressed. So it sounds really cool. I'm very excited about it. I don't want to know anymore because I don't want to ruin it for myself. I don't know what the duology is called, but the first book is Wings of Ebony, and does it say what the second book is anywhere? I don't think that this is I managed to get the hardcover from World of Books, and it doesn't mention. But anyway, this is the first one, and I'm really excited, and I'm so excited that I got this gorgeous hardcover, and you've got these gold bits shining here, and I just really love the artwork. Like, just this really badass pulling down the hood. I don't know what the magic is, I don't know what the vibe is, but I'm excited, and I just know, I was like, those emotions, I want those, I feel I will love them. So here we go. Here are your 3 choices for the duologies. Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Lynn, or Wings of Ebony by Elle. Vote away for which duology I should read this year. Thank you. Moving on to the medium-sized trilogies. So the first one I have is the Echo Falls trilogy by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Now, Adrian Tchaikovsky is most well known more for sci-fi, and I definitely want to read those. And he also has a standalone that I'm really, really keen to read. That sounds amazing. And again, it's an author I haven't read from but really want to. Really, really hope I like and want to read his backlist. But I'm going to start here because this sounds really interesting. I haven't heard a lot about this one. I'm just quite intrigued by the premise of this. So it sounds really cool. We've got clans. We've got a wolf clan and a tiger clan, and they don't get on. And there's like shape-shifting involved. We've got a map. We love a map. Maps make me happy. So I'm intrigued to see what goes on in here. I think there's like a child where she's both wolf and tiger, but she's not supposed to be, like she's not supposed to exist. So that sounds really fun, and I'm really keen. If I don't get on with this, I will try the sci-fi things, obviously, because I do really, really want to enjoy his writing. We'll see. I'm hopeful I enjoy this. The premise sounds really cool. So this is the first one. The next one I have is another author I haven't read from and I really, really want to try. And it is a big name. It's a big name and it's slightly intimidating. It's N.K. Jemisin. I've never read an N.K. Jemisin. I really want to try her work. And I have decided to start with the Inheritance trilogy. not the Broken Earth trilogy. I want to start with the Inheritance trilogy, and this is the 100,000 Kingdoms. And I know absolutely nothing about this. Zero. I just know I want to try, and I did watch some few videos about best place to start with N.K. Jemisin. Everyone has different opinions, but this trilogy did seem to be one that people recommended to try. So again, if I don't get on with this, I will try other things, but I'm hoping that this works. The cover is very shiny. I'm trying to get the light on it. So it does look really cool. Really do enjoy the cover. I didn't realise it kind of looks like a sort of like a face behind here, whereas before it just kind of looked like clouds of this kingdom. Anyway, so that's the second one. And the final one is another trilogy I've had my eye on for a really long time. Again, brand new author, have not read from them before. It's Robert Jackson Bennett's The Founders Trilogy. And this is the first book, Foundryside. I hear lots of people really loving the first two books. Third book was not as enjoyed as the other ones, but I am still confident that I will have a great time. And going into the third book, I'm aware there is a time jump, so I'm hoping it will work for me. I've just heard amazing things about this and about the magic system in it, how it's kind of similar to like coding. It sounds really, really interesting. And I specifically wanted the US covers because I just thought they were really cool for this one. I just love the kind of the visual in the middle, and I love like the bright color. So we've got the orange flames here and this sort of like figure in the window, and then just these different bits around the outside. I just think it looks really cool, and I enjoy the spines as well. I don't know why, there's just something about it. This copy is a really weird copy. It's very beautifully floppy, but like the pages were really mangled, so I've kind of like trimmed them off there. It took me a while to get hold of a US copy, so I feel happy. I hope it was worth it. Hope I enjoy it. There we go. So your choices for the middle, for the trilogies, the middling trilogies are the Wolf. Oh, the Tiger and the Wolf by Adrian Tchaikovsky, The 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin, and Foundryside by Robert Jackson Bennett. So please vote for one of these, and the one with the most votes I will read this year. And we're now on to the biggies. It is time for the bigger, meaty, chunky ones. So the first one, I'm so excited to get to this one. This one has just been sat there judging me on my shelf. It is the Burnt Kingdom trilogy by Ashok K. Barker. And the first book is Upon a Burning Throne. Again, the cover art is amazing. We have this beautiful pink into dark sky with sort of like a saber sword and a snake symbol. And then this elephant that's got a bit of a tealness going on to it. It's really, really cool. I love the spine with the symbols of the sabers and snakes. This is a trilogy inspired by the Mahabharata, and I have a children's copy of the Mahabharata because I love seeing inspirations for stories. I am not familiar with the Mahabharata. No way I'm reading the actual thing because I feel I'd get very lost. It's incredibly epic. But I felt the children's version I might be able to cope with, and then I can pull like the little inspirations from it and see where this kind of comes from. And I did, and I enjoyed my time with it. I have read I think I read maybe a 6 of this book. But I was in a readathon and I got greedy and I wanted to read more books and get more points for my team. And this is just really chunky, really, really chunky. So I put it down to then continue, and then I never picked it up again. It's the same saga I have with Oathbringer. Didn't pick it up because it was too big. So I was like, I'm going to reset. It's going to be fine. So I am going to restart because I want to do the series justice. I still have my bookmark, which has the character pages in it because there's a lot of characters. We like a character page. It's incredibly epic. There is a lot going on. There's a lot of characters. There is 2 sort of branches of the family. So you've got the one in charge, and then you've got the one that thinks that they should have the throne. and you've got this kind of family saga-y thing it's all going to go down. I hadn't quite got to the bit of it going down. We've kind of got the sort of almost like coming of age storyline coming in, and I was picking up certain bits. So I had got to here, I'd read this bit of the Mahabharata, so at that again, that was about a fifth of the Mahabharata, and not all the events in here had happened in here yet for that one. But I definitely want to carry on. The whole series is available, the whole trilogy is available now. Originally it was going to be longer than 3 books, but I think it wasn't as popular and the publishers only were going to do 3 of them, which is a shame, but I hear amazing things. I'm excited. Next we have the Daverbad trilogy. I really want to read this. I hear amazing things about this. I know that both Abby Salter and Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe love this series and have made me so excited to read it. So it's desert fantasy. I'm really enjoying desert fantasy at the moment. Upon a Burning Throne is also a desert fantasy, so awesome. So yeah, so this is the first book. I'm excited. And the final one is the one that is I think there's 5 books in this series, and that is the Dagger and Coin series by Daniel Abrams. And the first book is The Dragon Path. Again, I want to read from Daniel Abrams. I have not read from him before. This series makes me excited. Just hearing Alan from the Library of Alexandria talk about this, and hearing Anitha from Anitha Garde talking about this, I am excited for this one. I've borrowed this book from my friend Dave. Had it for a while. Haven't gone on to the second because I haven't read this one yet, because I've been putting it off because of I need to finish my series first. So this could be its moment. So out of the biggies we have I'm trying to pick them all up. Upon a Burning Throne by Ashok K. Barker, The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and the what's it called? Oh, The Dragon's Path by Daniel Abrams. There we go. Vote for one of these for the big ones. And that's it. So please, please, please vote so I can choose which duology, which medium trilogy, and which big chunky one I will be reading in 2023. Please leave your thoughts in the comments if you want to elaborate on why. I would love to hear. You know I love a chat. Happy reading, everyone.